Jeff Bezos, the founder of Amazon, has built enormous wealth in the past 20 years, primarily due to Amazon's success in the e-commerce and cloud computing space. In fact, in 2020, the billionaire's net worth has climbed by $75 billion, making him achieve the first ever person to surpass $200 billion net worth. He has earned a whopping $205 million every day, $8.6 million per hour, and $2,400 each second. In perspective, if Jeff Bezos spends $1 million every day, it would take him 548 years to finish all of it. Let that sink in for a bit. His net worth today in 2022 stands at a staggering $151.8 billion. Even though Jeff Bezos' net worth went down quite a bit, he can still literally buy an entire country with that kind of money and more. With such a tremendous amount of wealth, have you ever wondered how he spends his billions and what he buys? Let's dive in. To satisfy his curiosity. What happens when you have a lot of money and a good sense of curiosity? So, if you're Jeff Bezos, you set up a company called Bezos Expeditions. Bezos' foundation funds ideas, causes, and enterprises about which he is personally passionate. The enterprise includes charity gifts through the Bezos Day One Fund, the Bezos Family Foundation, Blue Origin, and an enormous 10,000-year clock. We'll dive deeper into these later in the video. Bezos has also contributed funds to the recovery of Apollo 11 fragments and made investments in Airbnb, Twitter, Uber, and other cutting-edge companies. Supercars. Okay, so Jeff Bezos' assistants are presumably driving him around in limos these days. Long after becoming a millionaire, though, he was noted for driving relatively basic automobiles. The founder of Amazon had a beloved 1987 Chevrolet Blazer that he drove for years and embarked on cross-country road trips in. When Amazon went public in '97, Bezos struck gold. As a result, he updated his method of transportation to a still affordable 1996 Honda Accord. Plus, Mackenzie Scott, his ex-wife, still drove him to work in a Honda until 2013. Space travel. Bezos' e-commerce company, Amazon, isn't the only forward-thinking one. He's also the founder and CEO of Blue Origin, an aerospace firm that aspires to make space travel accessible to the general public. The name references Earth's blue planet from which the rockets are launched. Blue Origin has been testing vertical launch and launching rockets in a vast Texas cornfield. The startup intends to provide commercial flights to space once the technology is developed. According to reports, Bezos funds Blue Origin by selling $1 billion in Amazon stock each year. Investing in real estate. Bezos has invested in properties all around the United States. His primary residence, a lake mansion in Medina, Washington, is worth $25 million. Bill Gates, the world's fourth richest man, is his neighbor. Back in 2019, not long after his divorce from his ex-wife, Mackenzie Scott, he made the largest apartment deal to ever close in New York City by buying not one, but 4 apartments for over $80 million. He did this to combine them into a massive 3 stories tall penthouse that spans 23,000 square feet. Bezos also bought an old Washington textile museum in Washington, D.C. for $23 million, where he converted it into a 27,000 square foot mansion. It is the most expensive house in his exclusive Kalorama neighborhood. According to reports, Bezos renovated his Washington, D.C. estate for $12 million, including a whiskey cellar and a marble staircase. The tech billionaire also owns a $25 million 2.03-acre property in Beverly Hills, California, to add to his impressive portfolio. And why stop there? Jeff Bezos also owns 4 city blocks of Seattle's downtown, where it serves as Amazon's headquarters. I must say that Amazon's HQ is some of the most futuristic office spaces I've ever seen. Grocery store chain. From Amazon, Jeff Bezos decided to venture into the grocery store niche and created a fast-growing food delivery service called Amazon Fresh. So in a bid to compete with other giants in the grocery store world, Bezos decided to purchase the entire Whole Foods grocery chain for a staggering $13.7 billion. His reason for this investment in the grocery store chain was because of the grocery's excellent produce and their ability to make healthy eating fun. Investments. The CEO has aided in financing certain well-known brands such as Basecamp, Juno Therapeutics, Workday, and Twitter, Just a few of the companies that Bezos Expeditions has invested in. According to WealthX, the value of Bezos' interest in Bezos Expedition is at least $880 million. According to Business Insider, Bezos has invested in several companies, including Airbnb, Uber, and Google. In addition, he purchased the Washington Post for an estimated $250 million using his investment firm, Nash Holdings, LLC, to make the transaction in August of 2013. Luxury watches. Jeff Bezos loves high-end wristwatches, especially those manufactured by stylish Swiss watchmaker Ulysse Nardin, which sell for $8,000 to $12,000. This beautiful piece of jewelry is a dual time model, which means it can show time in 2 different time zones. The jet-set crowd will like this feature. Although you would never imagine paying $12,000 on a watch, it's a modest wristwatch for such a wealthy individual. You may even be able to purchase it on Amazon. A Colossal Clock. Bezos has invested $42 million into the Long Now Foundation's construction of a massive 10,000-year clock. The clock is built within Bezos' cave on his Texas ranch located in Texas Sierra Diablo area, and it will only tick once a year for 10,000 years. According to Bezos' tweet, this clock is supposed to symbolize his long-term thinking. The finished structure will stand 500 feet tall. There are unique rooms in the clock chambers that will open at precise periods, and each century will have its chime. Visitors are encouraged to think about how we might ensure that humanity survives to hear the clock strike the final time. A private jet. Because Amazon and Jeff Bezos' other businesses are global, it's understandable that he would own a private plane. The Gulfstream G650ER he purchased cost him a staggering $65 million. That doesn't include the amount he spends on decking out the plane's interior. This beauty goes further and is one of the fastest jets in the world. It has a maximum range of 8,630 miles at Mach 0.85. That's 652 miles per hour, or 7,365 miles at Mach 9.0. 690.5 miles per hour if you're in a hurry. If you have the cash, it's okay to pay for comfort and convenience. Holidays with the family. Jeff Bezos' business never stops running no matter what day or time, but it doesn't imply he's constantly working. Instead, he has people, systems, and processes in place in his business that allow him to take a break here and there. Bezos is renowned for traveling with a large group. He has frequently included his parents, brothers, and in-laws on his global trips. The extended Bezos family visited Rome in 2017. In 2019, he spent time on the Caribbean island of St. Bart's. What are your thoughts on how Jeff Bezos spends his billions? Let us know in the comments below. And if you like this video, be sure to smash the like button to show some love, hit the subscribe button, and hit the bell icon to never miss any updates from us. Until the next video, take care and stay tuned.